Okay, good morning. Welcome to the stunning city of Bolton. We're not going to stay here because it's a dystopian concrete hellhole full of broken dreams and retardation and the worst of nihilism and pessimism. And to signify and represent this lovely place, we will film the detritus of the molten council bin here. Look at that. Who knows how long it's been there for? But lovely. So in 20 minutes we're going to be going to Entwistle and Turton. It's 15 minutes on the train from Bolton. We're going to continue the philosophy, the practice that the only way to deal with scum is to get as far away from them as possible. Scum are a self-perpetuating fractal, as above so below. Without absolute nuclear annihilation, you cannot solve the scum problem because they breed and they make more of them. But what we can do, we can retreat, escape into the countryside. It'll be like Snake Plissken, escape from New York. It's escape from Bolton. So let's go get the train. No, we're still in Bolton. It's just Trinity Church right next to the train station. Some nice houses just outside Entwistle, where we're going. Especially this last one here, that lovely flat roof one. I think you can see the garden in a second. Oh yeah, look at that treehouse. Kids' plaything. Wow. Okay, I've just exited this old northern diesel train, and I think I'm in Entwistle. Yes, thank God for that. We are in Entwistle, and we're going to go for the West Pennine Moors. You noisy bastard, look at that. Get away with you.
Hi, I'm Chris, and you're watching the Charlie Veach channel.
Thanks, Chris. Even out here in the middle of nowhere, got good people. Okay guys, this is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to do that. We're going to start here, Entwistle Station. We're going to go back again. 2 resis, bit of river, who knows what else there is. A lot of wildlife, and hopefully not many people. We're not into people these days. Okay, so Entwistle, where we are, is 15 minutes exactly on the train from Bolton. Bolton being satellite town to Manchester, Bolton also being the closest major, in inverted commas, train station to my house. We're at the Strawberry, spelt a bit differently than the fruit, Strawberry Duck, and here begins the 8.5 mile walk around the 2 resis. So let's do it. So I've crossed a weak bridge. Imagine being a Victorian engineer. You build that, your life's ambition is to build a nice stone bridge, and then some civil servants 200 years later, you get a weak John, what's his name? What's a good name for him? Napier, George Napier of the Queen's Court in Victorian era. Weak, mate, weak bridge. So you come out the station and it's immediately stunning. My cortisol levels have lowered, the endorphins and the serotonin are rising. Even my tetrahydrocannabinol receptors are twitching. For no reason, I promise. And yeah, I don't know if this is the way. But one thing I like to do when we arrive somewhere new is just get lost. I want to get lost with you, says the Stereophonic song. And plenty viewers will know that that's Himalayan balsam. It's unfortunately an invasive species, but it's one. You see people trying to dig it up, rip it up. But it's one, and it creates a lot of nectar. The bugs love it. Look at this white bee. This white bee's loving it. Now, yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Let's go. Where's the white bee? He's in there. He's having a great time. Edge lane, private access only, no through road, but then the little green sign that I'm looking for. Footpath wrecks all the other privacy signs. Yeah, welcome viewers, Entwistle. A few houses, little train station. And sometimes you wonder, why do these places get a train station when other places don't? I think sometimes there's so much tourist demand that they think, okay, well, we'll give tiny Edale or we'll give little Entwistle a little train station. It's so wonderful to be in a part of England, not far from where I live, that you cannot hear any cars, any traffic noise. It's just silence. And so, slightly continuing the nuclear annihilation chat from yesterday, it won't be all of a sudden, it won't be a surprise. There will be diplomatic signs, there will be geopolitical signs that the nukes are about to fly. There will be one or two slightly larger missile attacks on Moscow. Putin's oligarchs are going to start, salivating at the prospect of taking over. Putin is going to have to do a massive strong-arm reaction. He will launch a nuke against Kiev. NATO will respond by nuking some Russian... the way it's going to begin, NATO will respond by using conventional warfare to go to war with Russia within Ukraine, and that is what's going to launch the full-scale nuclear exchange. And I reckon there's going to be at least 3 days' notice, but for the cognitively challenged inner city people, who are the true target in any war, war is a racket, war is a business, and war also removes unwanted males who are not productive from society. And it's the inner city people who are the target for both Russia and the West. Nothing to do with, Russia bad, NATO encircling Russia, this. No, it's all a cover to trick the mind of your average mammalian male to do as he's told. Those who don't believe in eternity and the infinity of the self are destined to always suffer, because there is no way you can squeeze in an entire lifetime in one lifetime. Now you might think, Charlie, that sounds ridiculous. One lifetime is an entire lifetime. But not really. There are challenges. There's problems. The plans of mice and men are destroyed by the coming seasons. You may suffer. You may be the victim of maliciousness. You may be the victim of a crime. You may lose your children. Anything can happen. And if you don't believe in eternity, the bitterness, the resentment, the nastiness, the feelings of powerlessness will drive you cruel. But if you believe in eternity, if you believe in a deity, if you believe in the fundamental nature of the universe being the giant mind of God, then you can kind of give yourself a pat on the back, relax, you can make your sacrifices, you can live this life. Okay, you're not a fighter pilot in this life. Okay, you're not a Hollywood actor in this life. But you did raise some beautiful kids. You did do that. And there's plenty of time. There is eternity. And you're like, Charlie, I'm going to switch off. You're talking about theism. Just the other day, the age of the universe has doubled. Now, the reason why the age of the universe can double from 13 billion to 26 billion, and everyone's like, okay, okay, is because in the first few instances of the Big Bang, all science, all maths does not work. And so the very few instances of the Big Bang might be 100 trillion years old. The first few instances of the Big Bang may be 500,000 billion trillion years old. It goes on forever, guys. Now, it says no swimming, but if you can swim, deep water means nothing. If you can swim, you swim along the surface. You may swim off the back of an aircraft carrier in the middle of the ocean, which is, say, 10 miles deep. But you swim along the surface. Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, Reservoir, Turton, Entwistle, reservoirs. No swimming, no skinny dipping, not allowed. Okay, I notice in places like Bolton and Blackburn, a lot of the Muslim husbands make their wives wear the full burqa, the full cover, and I don't know, I find it very oppressive. People are like, the government shouldn't have any right to tell people how to dress, but when you've got these, I don't know, people making their wives disappear under a black cloak, I'm glad the French banned it. Some nice big old trees down here. Hello. Hi. I think it's a brown trout Entwistle and Turton reservoirs are stocked with rainbow trout, but they have the native brown trout. I'm sure I saw it. Too much reflection on the river and not enough in my life. No, only joking. There's plenty of too much reflection. Anyway, that wasn't the scene. I saw a brown trout, but this. Let's get it all right. Let's just get all the settings right. There you go. Look at that. I think the reservoir is quite full. It's been raining non-stop for a month. We have big boy tree. Big boy tree. Yeah, just behind this wall, down by there. Dog walkers, some of them, most of them are fine, but we're in the middle of the countryside. Why put it into a black bag, a red black bag, a green plastic bag, sorry, a red plastic bag, to dump it? Plastic doesn't biodegrade. It'd be better if you just flicked your dog's shit into the side and left it. I just don't understand people. They're fucking nuclear war bait, these people. Dead trout, and it smells. I watched A Place Beyond the Pines with Bradley Cooper and Ryan Gosling. Still, having rewatched it after many, many years, still one of the greatest films I've ever seen. And here we are looking at a place down there beyond the pines. And there's some people making funny noises down the reservoir. Where's the colour? Colour's in your own heart, boy. Now, I'll be honest, this ain't no Edale. It's a bit close to Bolton. Bolton is full of scum, and where there's scum, there is evidence of scum. I hate them so much. If there were bins here, I'd take it with me, but there's no bins. I hate them so much. Honestly, nuke them. Just turn them to glass. A 2 megaton should solve the people around Bolton.
Maybe I've wanted for whatever, just to be bleeding wrinkles. Can you imagine? Jesus, that would be, yeah. That would be very...
Just stopped for a quick chat with 2 gentlemen in their 50s who were talking excitedly about a lizard they just saw. And I said to them, I've never seen a lizard in England. I've seen a grass snake, but never a lizard. And they're like, yep, there are lizards here. The sun is behind us now. Now I can get some proper good shots. I was struggling to get the lighting to look any good, and that's why I tried black and white, tried a bit more contrast. I just wasn't happy with it. And the full burked up family are going back towards their car. There must be a car park down there. I'm just not ready for the contrast of, I guess, very fundamental tribal Islam covering up their women to be ninjas and English countryside. I just wasn't ready for that mix. If you ever notice in any airport, international terminal, the El Al, the Israeli airline, check-in is always separate, maybe even in a different building, a side building, an offshoot of the main building. And that's because in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, 2020s, Palestine Liberation Organization type people felt that it's okay to target Israeli civilians, and their political hope was that the Israelis would capitulate. Okay, we'll leave, but all it did was turn the Israeli civilian population against the Palestinians as well, and now you've got the mess that we have now. Directly across, there's a father, a baby in a pram, a 6 or 7-year-old child, and a wife dressed like a medieval executioner. It is unsettling, I'm sorry. No matter how many times I've seen it, I've lived in Saudi Arabia, I've lived in Qatar. But it's not right. And vive la France for banning it. I know I said that earlier, but you can't have people allowed to make their family members disappear. You can't. Just an observation. Yesterday in Edale with the hikers, the mountain people. Everyone says hello, has a nod. Hello, how are you? Lovely day for it. Yep. But because we're near Bolton here, no one says. I've said hello to a couple of people, but everyone ignores everyone. It's already got a bit of the city brutality over here. A little bit more evidence of the changing water levels. There's a bush coming right out of the water. And this path I'm on now, it's Reservoir side, but there's a suspicious small path up here, which makes me think that when that's a bit fuller, that's the way. Okay, Veechlings, it's time to go off the Reservoir side walk. I want to go in the bush. I want to get lost in the forest. And I've got a shout out, very important shout out to do in a minute. And we'll do it. Here's an offshoot pond. Look at that, tadpole heaven. Not now, it's August, but tadpole heaven anyway. Now, I'm not saying it's destructive mongoloid teenagers from inner city areas that are pushing a lot of these walls over. Of course, a lot of them fall on their own. But I can imagine the temptation for your scumbag yokel. Yeah. It's all very nice. Again, it's the Himalayan balsam, this flower. It smells sweet, but a bit of biodiversity would be nice. Here you are, you heard it first. Charlie Veach begging for diversity. Maybe a bit of biodiversity could be good. Because that is not a native British plant. It is not. Well, we're coming down to Turton Reservoir now. I've jumped over a United Utilities fence. But I can hear either some faster water or a waterfall or something. There's a little stone tower in between the two reservoirs. Now, I suspect they were lakes beforehand, or ponds at least. Here's another locked gate we're going to have to jump over. And again, it's not like one of these countryside ones where it's like, lock it up. We got to go. No shit. There, center screen is the tower in between the two reservoirs. And down there, it's a much lower level. It's like the Hoover Dam. Don't blow it. We're all going to get drowned. I can swim quite well, but I don't know if it's possible to do that with giant tree trunks and things crushing you. But let's go find this waterfall. I got a feeling we're going to stumble upon some lovely Victorian waterworks coming up here. I'm going to try and give you guys a sense of scale and reference and context by, oh my god, I'd say that's a 45-degree incline on this side. Please don't collapse while I'm filming here, please. Please. How can I do this? They've got little vents to let the gas out. There's a few metal vents. But let me get you guys a sense of, let's get this level. Okay, it's not 45 degrees, it's about 30 degrees. But, yeah. And the reason we're down here at the Waterworks is because we're obviously not allowed, and that's always the best footage. And it gets us away from the normies and the litterers and the scum. Sorry to write people off, not very moral of me, but yeah, the older you get, the more you get wounded, the more you see how people act from a very dark place. Not everyone, of course, I'm still an optimist. Most people are okay. A minority are good, morally good. The path is narrow, and not many are going to make it. But yeah, it's like the steps up to the temple in Tibet. You guys seen this? It's basically, I'm going to read it out to you. We're not allowed, so don't worry, we'll do it. Upper embankment drainage, and then you've got tow drain Tow drain, embankment drainage, LHS of steps, embankment drainage, RHS of steps. And curiosity killed the Charlie, so we're going down. In Sugar, we're going down swinging. Damn it. So it all disappears down there. Clever Spider's put his web over there. Tow drain, let's see, let me test it. Let's test it. Yep, it drains the tow. And I have no idea what's going on. No idea! But I'm sure my viewers will know. Okay. Wait, there's something deep down there with... It's furry. And it's huge. Oh my god, it's coming. Oh, shh! Well, one last thing to look in, I guess. We'll do it. What's in there? Nothing's in there. Come on. Nada. I see nada. I found it, guys. I found it. The mythical city of El Dorado. Or the United Utilities waterfall. Woo! I'll get a better view. It's quite high. I want to get wet. How do we do it? Bloody hell. Fucking hell. Nettles on my legs. Nettles on my legs. Nettles on my legs. And sorry to all the plants. Nah, it's not going to work from here. No. Fucking hell. It looks lovely. Trying a different route now, guys. We've got to get to that waterfall. There's a bit of a clearing here. And there's an empty, almost empty, shall I say, riverbank, as long as they don't release it when we're there. Let's get closer. It's at moments like this I wish I had my 3 children, who I love very dearly, with me. A couple summers ago, and in lockdown, we were doing rivers, lakes, swimming here, swimming there. And I guess this is a shout out for everyone who wants to be with their children, but for malicious reasons of others, you cannot be. As long as they don't switch on, I think we'll be okay. Oh! Okay. We're in. There's the top of the wall in between the 2 resis. Right, let's get us some waterfall. Look at these old Victorian pipes. That's a big one. Big boy. Let's walk along the riverbed. Riverbed, it's cobbled. Walk along the wet cobbled street. That is probably some sort of canal when it rains a lot. Here we go, lighten that up a bit. Let me make it a bit steadier. We're getting towards that waterfall, so I think we're going to make it, guys. Might have to swim a bit. Hopefully not. Bloody hell. Ah, it's a bit wet, mate. It's a bit wet, but we'll figure it out. Hello. Oh shit. Alright, bad idea. Badideajeans.com. Bad idea. Maybe not a bad idea. We'll figure this out. But one thing I can say, I very much doubt we're allowed to be here. So enjoy it. Enjoy it, guys. Forbidden photons. The best photons. Okay. Okay. My lord. Right. Okay. What can I walk across? Nothing. Are you safe? Kind of. Fucking hell. Right, okay. Okay, we're here. We're gonna make it, guys. We're gonna make it. Alright. Yeah, if I try and jump to that one, I'll break my legs because it's very slippy here. Ah, right. Okay, guys, we did it! Hello! Hello! Yes! Yes! Flowing water will always be interesting. and beautiful. Yeah, the Himalayan balsam purple orchid lookalike has won. You have won, you smelly little bastard. Almost at the top. I did it. Funnels to let the gas out. Farty, farty, farty. And whilst we're here, I watched a Reggie Photo video recently. I like the guy. I think he's funny. And a policeman was inquiring if he was okay. And the video ended with the policeman losing his temper and saying, well, yeah, I see you don't need any help. If you ever need police help in the future, you'll be fine, yeah, we won't attend. Or something along those lines. And, you know, it's important to remind everyone that we don't call the police because we're powerless little pussy boys. We call the police so that we don't get sued for something bad that happens by doing something on our own when we have a monopoly of violence, and we pay people to take care. We pay people to take out the proverbial trash. And so it's important for the police to not get a big ego thinking that we're helpless without them. We could sort our own problems out, but it gets very messy, which is why it's better, obviously, to have one group. Now, what's in here? It's a big old pump. Pumpy boy. Look at that. Not a pump, it's just taps. Or maybe not even taps, just valves. Okay, we've made it, we're back up. And I'm gonna have to jump over one more fence. Just one more. There's no one chasing you. They're like, oh, we need a little outhouse next to the reservoir. Make it look like a castle so you can fire arrows at the invaders. Now, interestingly, next to the turret, you've got one random bungalow with no one around it. I don't know if it's a private residence or United Utilities. Hey guys, do you know if that's someone's house or is that United Utilities?
Maybe somebody that tends to the lake.
Oh, like a gamekeeper, sorry, a groundskeeper, janitor type thing.
Yeah.
Nice location though, isn't it? Imagine.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I've been down. I had to jump over a fence, but there's a waterfall down there. It's very nice. Yeah, but if you go down the steps right there, then just follow the little thing round, then you walk along a dry, cobbled canal bed, and then you just follow the noise of the waterfall.
Right.
It's not. Yeah, you can access it. It's not too bad. So yeah.
Where are you from then?
I'm half Brazilian, half Scottish.
Oh, really?
Mixed up from Edinburgh. Whee.
I'm Scottish. Well, I'm up further up, Aberdeen.
Aberdeen, granite, radioactive city, bit of oil and gas. Very good.
You sounded American.
But I'm down here.
Yeah, I went to my dad's a oil tanker captain, so I went to wherever there's Americans and oil and Arabs. That's messed up my accent. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And really, me coming down here, I don't have a strong Scottish.
No, you don't. Very civilized. Yeah.
Now,
That's it.
I was very young when I came. I was only 20.
No, the accent they look out for around here is Scouser. They're always on the lookout.
Oh,
Yeah, you gotta be careful. I'm joking. All the best, guys. See you later. See ya. Bye-bye. See ya. Some invisible phantom chasing this young man. He's still running. But let's see. Here we go. Let's have a look at some Victorian waterworks. Here we are. Bolton Waterworks, 1884. Look at that. Victoria. And yeah, there's the overflow. You're too full. So he's overflowing. And look at all the flora. Imagine the fauna. Newt heaven. And we were on the other side of that waterfall. Look at that, all cobbled. Keep it nice and ordered. The Victorians loved a bit of order. Order out of chaos. And there you go. Well, we've made it all the way around Entwistle Reservoir. We're back at the Strawberry Duck with the evidence of the heart attack era. The zeitgeist of the heart attack. And have a look at this. They've got little ale pumps for, is it water? Well, I think it's meant to be for maybe dog water. Anyway, it looks cool. That's all I want to say.